And today at Jordan Motorsports in Portland, Oregon, jordanmotorsports.com, we bring you the Holy Grail 2006 Chevy Silverado 1-ton 3500 crew cab long bed Lt3 4-wheel drive with Duramax LBZ and a 6-speed Allison transmission. One Oregon owner since new. Purchased it brand new and owned it since 2006. Clean title and CARFAX certified. I've seen and I've owned a lot of trucks, but trucks like this that have been owned as if it's a Ferrari, they don't come around that often. This is a one-owner truck, 100% rust-free. I'm gonna start with the undercarriage to show you when I say rust-free. It is rust-free. This truck has no signs of ever being off-road, being in mud, in snow, in salt, anything. There is no surface rust. There is no texture. There is no all original VIN stamping on both sides, etc. But I mean, take a look at this. Is just unreal. Let's get a close-up on the bolts. That's your external additional transmission cooler. Now this owner upgraded this truck with the full Banks power package. You got full Banks exhaust, as you saw, Banks intake, Banks module, Banks IQ pod with all your gauges, etc. Full spray-in bed liner, LINEX spray-in bed liner, 5th wheel hitch. Let me go to the bed and show you this 21-year-old bed that looks like it is brand new. And he just installed the hitch when he retired 2 years ago. Bought a trailer, wanted to start traveling, and then now he said, I want to get a dually. So most of these upgrades are within the last couple years. He installed a new, as you can see, the hitch. It is literally like brand new. Only used it a handful of times. Spray-in bed liner, camper package. Look at this bed. It's literally like brand new. He said he used to have a canopy on it all of its life. This is a tailgate of a 21-year-old truck. Take a look at these jams. I don't want to go too fast. It's the end of the day and I'm trying to get out of here. But I'm telling you, this truck is minty. When I say it's minty, it's really minty. He put trailer brakes, rear airbags, and the valves for the rear airbags are right here, right airbags, and you got 2 valves so you can adjust, so you can control them separately. There's your airbags, as you can see, almost brand spanking new airbags as well. Look at the bolts. Literally, this thing is flawless. Flawless. There's your VIN tag. This truck shows no signs of any accidents or damages ever. Garage queen, very well cared for. A couple little cosmetic things I saw, like this right here on the tailgate cap. You don't see it from out here, it's right there. A couple little tiny rock chips that have been touched up. And you got one here, a couple right here. There's one, I don't know if you can even see it, right there. I saw a couple more, I'll point out on the fender flare, right here. And on the driver's door, there's 3 right here. Now, appears to be all original paint. There's no paint work on this truck. This is a non-smoker owner. And obviously you can see, I mean, in 20 years, 116,000 miles only. You do the math. If we said 10,000 a year, that would have been 200. So 5,000 a year, right about 5 or 5,500 miles a year. Non-smoker interior, no pets, no kids. This is a Lt3 package, so you get Top of the line, every option available. Heated seats, dual front heated seats, all power windows, door locks, tilt, cruise, BOSE sound system, XM radio, in-dash 6-disc changer, ONSTAR. This is also the heavy-duty trailering package, skid plate package from the factory, and so on and so on. But take a look at this leather interior. It is literally like new. There's no rips, there's no tears, there's no cracks, there's no broken plastics whatsoever. There's your Banks IQ pod. I have all the service records for this truck since new. And again, I want to remind you, we are Jordan Motorsports in Portland, Oregon, with our website, jordanmotorsports.com. We specialize in these pre-emission, low mileage, rust-free trucks, and we do ship our trucks nationwide. So, help you ship it right to your front door. Take a look at all the rubbers, all the seals have been inspected, etc. Anyways, back to the owner. He had this truck serviced. I have all the records all throughout the years, multiple times a year, if not 3 times. CARFAX is very thorough with all the service records. It is insanely clean. Every upgrade that you'd want to do to these trucks is done. None of that kid stuff and crazy tuners. Banks, I'm sure if you heard of them, everybody knows who Banks is. They do the most and best safe upgrades that these things need and outperform anything else. Headliner in this truck is literally like new, and it just needs to be popped in. There's no sagging, there's no rips, there's no tears, there's no water spots from previous leaks or any of that stuff. You got rear slider. Just the undercarriage condition of this thing is just insanely clean. Super clean, not having any rust or being off-road or being a work truck. Because these 1 tons crew cab long beds are impossible to find. Out of 100 crew cab short beds, you might find a long bed, and usually it's at 2,500. But to find the 1 ton and a long bed, that is a very rare opportunity. I also removed the original wheels and tires, upgraded them. You got a brand new set of 16-inch Pro Comp Era Correct 8-hole polished wheels with 33-inch 285s, 75 16s in the BF Goodrich KO3s, 10-ply rating, brand new lug nuts, brand new leveling kit, brand new BILSTEIN 5100s, not the cheap stuff, not the entry level, not the auto part shocks, not even the BILSTEIN entry level. These are the 5100s. It changes the whole ride of this truck. And obviously, as you know, you can adjust this back to factory settings, and you can go up another inch. This is kind of 1 inch less. I like the ride of it and the right quality. But these are adjustable, so you can bring it down to the factory settings. And these shocks work from factory to 2.5 inch. So you got the best of the best. Window visors, headlights. These are the original headlights that are literally in excellent condition. Bumpers, super great, excellent condition as well. We'll get this thing started. Before I forget, I do have all the original books, all the original manuals, the original window sticker. And as you can see, this is a fully optioned, decked out Lt3. I have 3 sets of keys. There's 2 keys, I think, on the set that's inside the truck. We'll verify that. 2 remotes. Got the keys for the tool, the storage box, the DEEZEE diamond-plated box. You got all the hand tags, everything. There's the box for the trailer brakes. And then these are the extensions that he bought. They make for these mirrors when to tow the camper or whatever. And I really like these mirrors. It's not the big, bulkier ones, etc. You got the built-in turn signals inside. We just did a full fresh service on this truck as well. Let's get this thing started. Turn the radio. 116,177 miles. All right, let's pop the hood. And while we do that, let's also turn the lights on. Let's turn our fog lights on and rear light. There's our hazards. Let's go see this thing on the outside. Here's our turn signals in the mirrors. Just in case I forget when I turn around. But I mean, you got basically as close of a brand new LBZ crew cab, long bed. Everything's completely sorted through, all the upgrades you'd want to do. We got a factory fender flares, a factory mud flaps since new. We got brand new 33-inch BFGs, 10 plies. You got the new wheels, the new shocks, the full exhaust system, all these upgrades within the last 2 years, like I said. Here's your headlights, here's the fog lights, the turn signals. Let's open the hood up. Where is it? Wait till you see this engine bay. Here's your full Banks ram air, cold air intake. Here's our Banks Mine diesel tuner. Newer green top interstate batteries, heavy duty batteries. We just did a fresh oil change, oil filter. We did a new alignment. We did a coolant flush, AC service and charge, the new shocks. Topped off all the fluids, etc. I got a list of it on the ad. Now I'm forgetting it. I didn't write my little cheat note. Here, let's check out the lights in the back. Here's with the Banks tip. Here's the tail lights, signals. There's the bumper lights. You got brand new rear bumper. He had a dent in the bumper back here. I don't know if it was the driver's side. I think it was the left side, the passenger side. But it had a little dent on the corner, so I replaced the bumper. You got a brand new bumper. Take a look at this hitch. These are the places that you want to look to see if there's surface rust or etc. There is nothing. Original spare tire, never been on the ground. Look at the undercarriage right here. Just insane how clean this truck is. Look at the belly of that. All your skirts right here, not chipped up or any of that stuff. Original stickers. Look at the bed rails, straight as an arrow. Even the DEEZEE storage box right here. And like I said, we have the keys. These shocks, oh yeah, they held up. I thought they don't, because I was trying to hold it up that way. But yeah, no, they're good. So, but the bed is literally like brand new. Your fifth wheel is new, a couple years old, handful of times only used. There's your rear slider. I don't know if I mentioned that little touch up right there. And we did, yeah, we talked about that on the driver's door. So, take a look at this engine bay. What I say is this thing has just been babied, very well cared for. None of these bolts have ever been torqued from the fender. This is just really, really clean. Brake fluid is flushed, changed. There's not a drip of oil. There's no seepages. Look at your new filters. This is the one that you've been holding off for. And if you're thinking about getting one, do not miss your chance on this, because it don't get any nicer or any cleaner than this. And this is a very, I sell a lot of LBZ trucks, but to have one this clean and a long bed and a 1-ton is impossible. One thing, I'm waiting for it until next week. I ordered a new window switch, because the back window, and it works from here, but to go down, you gotta push on it a few times. So I don't like that. I got a new switch, will be here in a couple days. And verify with me when you buy it that I put it in and I didn't forget. Heated seats, memory seats. Here's the driver's window, up and down. Let me adjust the phone here. Let's look at the passenger side. Let's zoom back out a little bit. Up and down. I'm only gonna get to put that up. So at least you know the window works and everything. It's just a bun, it's a sticky bun. And I got that on order. Here's the driver's side going up. going down, but I didn't want to wait till next week just to replace the window switch. Let's check out the mirrors. Left, right, down, and up. And let's check out the passenger side. Left, right, down, and up. Okay, there's the seat. Watch it right here. Up, down. Now let's look in the back part. It's going up. You watching the gap? Here's the gap going down. Now here's the whole seat forward, whole seat backwards, and here's the back part. So everything works here. There's the horn. There's the wipers. I believe we put new wipers as well. Here's second speed, and here's the third speed. Okay, so we got that done. Let's go check out the passenger seat as well. And I'd like in the comments, tell me what do you think about doing these 8-hole polished Pro Comps. I love that they came out with these wheels. They look excellent. Okay, front, back. Here's the front part going up, front part going down. There's the back part going up, going down. So there's everything here. There's the heated seats. And let's do this window from here. As I said, here is going down, here it's going up. So it's just that sticky little switch there. And I think I showed you the jack, never been used, etc. Factory all-weather mats. Look at those seats. I don't think there was any even touch-ups on this side. Oh, right here. The fender flare right here, there was a little scratch, been touched up. Very minor cosmetic. Now let's check out the inside of this truck. See what we're working with here. All right. One thing, the banks thing here, I don't know if it is. I felt like when I hit a bump or something, the screen comes on and off, so there might be a loose connection. You can check that out. I don't know anything about these. I don't want to play with it. Let's turn the rear cab light off, and let's turn the hazards off. Factory stereo, 6-speed Allison transmission.
I don't know what to do. I've never been a
But what I've learned sometimes when I play music, the copyrights, etc., it flags the video, so I don't want to do that. Here's your trailer brakes. Let's see the cigarette lighter. Let's turn the AC up, and it is blowing cold. Here's controlling the stereo from the dash. I want to show that these work. Here's changing the channel. Some guys, well, this is done. Look at that. Ask me what the hours, so instead of me having to go check them later, 3,440 hours. But I want to check this AC out now because it is freezing. This thing is ready for the warmest summer days coming up. When I tell you it is blowing freezing cold. I don't know if my laser is really all the way. Yes, it is freezing cold, and it is 80 degrees outside. Got your OnStar, here's your dome lights. All right, so everything works as designed. Steering wheel super nice and tight. Let's put it in neutral. Let's turn the dash on. No, we want neutral. Let's go here. We're in 4 high. Let's go to 4 low. As smooth as it gets, just like butter. Back to 2 high. Let's turn the lights off before we forget them. I think this summarizes it. So let's turn this off. Oh, and I told you. So we have 2 keys here and the other remote. All right, so I can qualify this '06 crew cab long bed LBZ for new car financing, basically. This is a special program I only have, nobody else has. Sorry to tell you that, but it is great for the real buyer. I can finance it up to 84 months to keep your payments affordable. You can pay off at any time. There is zero early payoff penalty. I can finance this 21-year-old truck as low as 6.99. That is unheard of. There is no bank, there is no lender that will do that. Go ahead, waste your time, check. I do this for a living. Right now they're running a promotion, up to 90 days, no payments. I might even be able to squeeze it for 120 in case you have a trade, you want to sell your own truck. No need to ship it to me or any of that stuff. This way you're not stuck with 2 payments. That gives you plenty time to market your truck and get top dollar for it instead of trading it in or taking it to your local dealer. Ask me any question, I'm happy to answer them, go through the whole process with you. Also, I can help you ship this truck right here, right from my showroom, right to your front door. Whether you live in New York, New Jersey, New Mexico, South Carolina, North Dakota, Arizona, Rhode Island, Chicago, Tennessee, Kansas, Florida, Hawaii, Alaska, Mississippi, Missouri, anywhere in the United States. I deal with shippers on the daily basis. I know how to vet them, make sure they're insured, bonded, make sure they speak English so they don't get stopped at the truck stop and get yanked by ICE. I do the homework for you so you can rest assured and get you your new truck while you're working, while you're still with your family, whatever it is. Or I have clients that like to do the drive. They have the free time. Hey, I'm 10 minutes from Portland International Airport. You can fly in, I'll pick you up if I can, during hours, etc. And you can drive your truck home. I have zero hesitation to get into this truck right now and drive it to Florida. 3,000-mile trip, no issues. The only thing I would need is stop at the gas station and fuel up. Again, we are Jordan Motorsports. If you've been looking for the truck, the best that Chevy's ever produced, there it is. Don't get any nicer, any cleaner than this one Oregon owner, rust-free, accident-free truck with a lot of the upgrades that you want and you'd want to do. Now you're saving thousands and thousands because the transmission cooler, the external cooler, the bank's bigger pan, the airbags, the wheels, the tires, the fifth wheel, the exhaust, the intake, all this stuff costs a lot of money. Do your math and get a hold of me, jordanmotorsports.com.